What's up, everybody? It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, 24-hour day back from the break. Remember, you all can follow and subscribe to the KBR Sports podcast by going on Rabble TV, Spreaker, YouTube, iTunes, and SoundCloud. That way, you all will be notified whenever the KBR Sports podcast is streaming live and whenever the KBR Sports podcast is posted. So that way, you all will be able to stay up to date whenever the KBR Sports podcast is available to you for you all to tune into. Also, don't forget to follow the KBR Sports Twitter page at KBR_sports, where the live links and show topics are tweeted prior to every single show. Also, don't forget that you can comment, like, and share the KBR Sports podcast. That way, you all will be able to be able to give your thoughts and opinions on any KBR Sports show topic that may be getting discussed. Also, so that you all will be able to give your thoughts and opinions on the KBR Sports show topics, and so you can share with other people, so they can also chime in, and so you can get some fan reaction back for sharing the KBR Sports podcast and enjoy some debates. Maybe we might make an argument that you might make to other people all the time, but you just don't know how to articulate it. Hey, share the podcast. We'll do the job for you. But all right, y'all, jumping into this next topic, talking about Lavar Ball, who just took his business venture to the next level. So the news came out today that Lavar Ball is actually talking about opening his own basketball league. His league would be for players that just graduated high school but don't want to go to college. And it would be a junior basketball association, which would be fully funded by the Big Baller brand. So the lowest ranked player in the league would be paid $3,000 a month, while the best players would be paid $10,000 a month. So if you do that on a scale by 12-month basis, the lowest ranked players would make $36,000 in a year. The highest paid players would make $120,000 in a year. And Ball will be looking for 80 players to fill the 10-team slot that he has, and they'll seek to play in arenas such as Los Angeles, Dallas, Brooklyn, and Atlanta. Ball told ESPN getting these players is going to be easy. This is giving guys a chance to get a jump start in their career, to be seen by pro scouts, and we're going to pay them because someone has to pay these kids. He said he would follow the NBA format in terms of how long the quarters would be and in terms of how far the three-point line would be. So, Nigel, what do you think about Lavar Ball's most recent... and I also should acknowledge the fact that players, since Big Baller brand will be sponsoring the league, because this is going to be fully funded by the Big Baller brand. So, because of that, as a result, all the players in the league would have to wear all Big Baller brand products, such as shoes, uniforms, all those kind of things. And then also, LiAngelo and LaMelo Ball would not be a part of the league because they're assigned to that team in Lithuania, so their services will be unavailable to the league. All right, Nigel, what do you think about this vision of LaVar Balls? I mean, what do you think about it?
I actually just thought about something.
Huh.
So you mentioned how he's going to pay them. So what about travel, though?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot that goes into running a league. I mean, this might just be a concept for him.
I mean, a concept, but if he's just going to say, we're going to start a league, I don't know how deep Big Baller Brand's pockets are to pay out. How much was it? It was $3,000, and how much
for the lowest ranked player? It'd be $3,000 a month.
$10,000 for the highest ranked.
Yep.
So that's an average of what? Top about six and a half.
Mm-hmm.
6.5 times 10 is 65,000.
Yeah.
So 65,000 per team, 10 teams. Was it?
Yeah, 10 teams.
So that's $6.5 million right there to pay just salary. Then you gotta pay to rent out the arenas. Probably a couple more mil. Travel for each of the 10 teams.
Tickets?
Staff.
Yeah.
Tickets. I mean, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say Big Baller Brand is not $10+ million deep.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting. I think the idea. I like the idea.
Don't get me wrong. The idea is phenomenal. I love the idea. I've said both times on here. Anything that can circumvent people who don't want to go to college, and anything they can do that with, I think it's a great idea. Because some people don't like college. I don't like college. Mm-hmm. If it was up to me, I would not go to college and go around and get the skills I need to a different way. Mm-hmm. If you go, there's no difference than a trade school or something where you just you go just to study what you want to study and get your certificate or whatever, and then go on to work in a company. Yeah. So it's no different. They go to this quote unquote trade school, trade company, trade league, and they go to the NBA. Yeah. And if they don't go to the NBA, they can still go to college. Mm-hmm. Doesn't forbid them from going to college still. You can't get a scholarship. Probably not. But you can still go to college. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I think it's a phenomenal idea.
I love the idea just because of the fact that I feel like this is where I'm starting to see, like, I'm realizing the wacky, kooky genius of LaVar Ball. No, I mean, he does have a little bit of, like, wacky, kooky genius to him because, I mean, this is what he's doing no other person has done before. And I don't know if Lonzo Ball for sure is going to be the number 2 pick if LaVar isn't as boisterous about him and gets everybody to acknowledge him as much as if he hadn't spoken as much. No, really. I don't know if Lonzo is number 2 pick because another guy like a Jason Tatum not for the Lakers specifically, maybe not a Jason Tatum, but another guy like a De'Aaron Fox, especially after what happened in the NCAA tournament.
I'm gonna bet money. I mean, it's not like Lonzo Ball wasn't a highly rated prospect before.
No, it's not like he wasn't a highly rated prospect before. But when you have certain matchups like that happen on that level, and you see Lonzo Ball gets bested by another guy like a De'Aaron Fox or so, huh?
Nobody before the season started. Mock drafts did not have De'Aaron Fox.
They didn't, but I think it's also because of the fact that a lot of people paid more attention to him because of the boy. Like it's hard to gauge it because he got so much attention because of his. Like he got more attention than Markelle Fultz, who was the number 1 pick.
He did.
Like so, it's one of those things that.
But he was always rated that high. It wasn't like a thing where it was like he was like 5, 6. Mm-hmm. Then LaVar was like started talking to people like, oh wow, look at this Lonzo Ball kid, and shot him up to 2. He was always going like he went into the season number 1.
Do you think Lonzo was the best available player at number 2?
Yes.
You think he was the best available player at number 2?
Yes.
You think he was better than
based on his college career? Yes.
You think he was better than Jason Tatum?
Based on his college career, yes.
That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if I personally believe Lonzo was the best available guy at number 2.
Jason Tatum had genuine questions about his 3-pointer shot,
okay, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Lonzo had genuine questions about his athleticism and his ability to play in the next level,
and he did. And there was questions about that about Jason Tatum as well. Jason Tatum is not some athletic person either.
But he was more polished in terms of scoring than Lonzo was.
He was more, and Lonzo was seen as a
passing,
a generational passer,
mm-hmm.
and somebody who was, even though he wasn't known for being his defense, he was still 6'6". I mean, you can get away without being an athletic player being a 6'6" point guard.
Mm-hmm.
And the jump shooting was a concern, but the fact that he was always he was a good shooter in high school, he was a good shooter in college. There was the idea that it's just going to translate more so than Tatum, who wasn't a great shooter in college, outside of the mid-range shot. And there was questions about Jason Tatum getting to the rim. I mean, there was just.
Lonzo definitely had those questions. I mean, Lonzo definitely had those questions. People didn't know if he could play in the pick and roll. Yeah. People didn't know if he could shoot going to the right of his body. Yeah. So people definitely have had those questions about Lonzo.
When you watched him play, he was based on his college career and what you saw. Yes, he was
Okay. Well. That's I respect that opinion, but I do believe that, like, how the fame like LiAngelo has.
No,
LiAngelo would not have that fame if we're not.
LiAngelo didn't have any fame.
Exactly, I'm saying the way LiAngelo is known now by people, there would be no case of that if it wasn't for LaVar Ball. Now, like a lot of people, there are a lot of famous siblings in leagues, but people don't know about their younger siblings. Aside from that,
did LiAngelo Ball have?
People knew of the actual, like, they actually knew of the middle ball, but like the fact that we actually talked about a sentence that said, yeah, Lonzo was supposed to be the second best, LaMelo was supposed to be the best of them all, but LiAngelo's the one brother that's not the greatest one. But we actually knew who LiAngelo was. Yeah. A lot of brothers come into leagues and stuff, and we have no idea who they are. But like the other Watt brothers, the other Gronkowski brothers, I think one of the Gronkowski brothers is a fullback. The other Watt brother, except for TJ Watt, is
different. Did they playing a fullback? Who Brendan, name me 3 fullbacks in the AFC, Brendan.
John Kuhn in the AFC?
No,
he's in the NFC.
Exactly.
John Kuhn.
Exactly.
I got another one.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's my point.
Wait,
you have to think about it. That's what I'm saying. It's not like the NBA where it's like Blake Griffin and Taylor Griffin.
Okay.
Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Lopez, Brook Lopez.
But the thing is, but TJ Watt is a good player.
He's a rookie.
No, but he's still a really good. I'm saying LeAngelo's not even in college. He's not in college.
Brendan,
but I'm saying he was still known.
They have a reality show, Brendan.
No, but they didn't have that before. They just got the reality show this year.
They had that show in the summer. It's not again.
No, but they were known before the reality show. That's what I'm saying. Like they were known. They didn't get they were known while Lonzo was at UCLA. Remember, they were talking about Lonzo coming into the NBA, and they were saying LeAngelo's the worst. Lonzo might be the second best, and LaMelo has the capabilities to be the best one.
Yeah.
So LeAngelo was still known, and LaMelo freaking is more famous than Lonzo. When you look at the Twitter followers and stuff, and Lonzo's in the NBA.
Brendan, how many people do you think know LeAngelo?
I judging by
genuine question.
I honestly have no idea.
People know who. If you say LaMelo and Lonzo, they know who those two are. Mm-hmm. Those two are not.
Well, now people know LeAngelo.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
before the stealing incident, do you really think LeAngelo was like?
Well, I mean, even in that instance,
common name.
Well, even in that instance, LeAngelo was known because he's associated with the ball. His
brother's in the NBA.
No, but it was associated with Lavar Ball, wasn't it?
Exactly.
It wasn't. But think about it.
It's not
more
him.
So Lavar.
It's not him that's popular. It's Lavar that's popular.
And that's my point.
No. Lonzo is his own self. You can separate Lonzo and Lavar. You can do that.
Well, now that Lonzo's in the league, yes.
But even in college, you can separate Lonzo and Lavar. People separate Lonzo and
But
Lavar.
Lavar's popularity was off the success of his son. But that's why I said he has a weird level of genius, because think about it. When LeAngelo got in trouble, we all thought about LaVar immediately, and some people thought about Lonzo. And that's what I'm saying. It's some kind of genius, because LaVar has made it so that his son's success or whatever, or lack of success, whatever it is, you automatically think of him, and he stemmed himself to his son's success, but he also has propped up his sons to a level of fame because of his mouth and how he's marketed that family.
What I'm saying is that
they become fame, Kardashians basketball.
Fame, in terms of basketball, does not affect them. In any kind of shape, way, or form, as soon as they hit the basketball court,
is LeAngelo good enough to play at UCLA?
Probably.
I don't.
Brendan, there have been you can go through and look at players who have been in big colleges, and you look,
how'd you really get there?
So I'm being serious, but I mean, it was a clear deal that the whole thing was that you get Lonzo, you get LaMelo, you're going to take LeAngelo. That was the whole thing. LeAngelo was already committed to UCLA. So, I mean, it's not a matter of was LeAngelo good enough to play at UCLA. He was going to go there. Simple as that. So, this whole, I think once you hit the court, you separate LaVar from Lonzo. You can separate LaMelo from, probably not LaMelo, because he's still too young.
Well, I mean, I don't think you even fully, Lonzo's not even fully separated from it, because you saw the impact of it from the NBA players. The fact that LeBron had to have that talk with them even shows the impact that LaVar has had.
What talk?
When LeBron's telling him about all the white noise he has to hear and all that stuff. But a lot of that has to do with the expectations that LaVar and Magic Johnson set for Lonzo Ball. The fact that LaVar saying they're going to make the playoffs. Patrick Beverly. No, LaVar said they're going to make the playoffs.
No, I'm talking about saying that LeBron means that the white noise meaning Magic and LaVar.
No, I'm saying the white noise means the media. But the media's diatribes towards Lonzo Ball is being generated from the expectations set by LaVar Ball and Magic Johnson. They set those standards. DIATRIBE. That's how you spell diatribe. But those are the expectations set by LaVar Ball and Magic Johnson. When Magic Johnson comes out and says a guy's going to be a transcendent talent, I mean, that's what people are going to expect. LaVar Ball, Patrick Beverly, opening night, he said that you can expect more of this because of the fact that your dad is a loudmouth, your dad is a big mouth, so you're going to expect a lot of this. So he's always stuck to his dad's coattail.
The point was that...
Well, not coattail, but he's always linked to his dad.
He's always linked to his dad, but his dad does not affect his play / opinions of his play. Never has. Never has.
How? Because he set the expectations for the play.
Expectations doesn't matter if you don't go on the court and perform.
No, but that's my point. People, if you don't go on the court and perform, you're going to receive a level of criticism because your dad has set an expectation that now the media is holding you to. So if you don't reach that expectation, you're always going to be criticized by that. So that's that. Because if his dad, let's say his dad never said anything. Okay. Markelle Fultz isn't even playing right now.
Markelle Fultz is injured.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's not even playing right now. He's not getting any criticism. He's literally not. He hasn't received 1 ounce of criticism. Can you imagine if LeBron James? Yes. Well, not to the level of degree that Lonzo has for playing.
Yeah,
imagine
how bad.
Who's criticizing?
How bad has Lonzo?
But who's criticizing Markelle Fultz like that? I'm being dead honest with you. I'm being genuinely honest.
Genuinely concerned. Genuinely honest. He got criticism because he didn't disclose that his shoulder was injured originally.
But I heard that was a 76ers thing, not him.
That was also him. Originally, it was a 76ers thing. He came back And he had the little hitch in his shot.
Yeah,
and he looked ugly. And then he got criticism. It was a quick criticism because he only played for like a couple games. But he got criticism for not disclosing that his shoulder was still messed up and trying to force playing through that shoulder injury, which could mess him up long term because it was messing up his shot. That's what he got criticism for. But again, it was only for like a week because he was only played for like a week. It wasn't like Lonzo where Lonzo shot bad in the preseason. He shot bad in his first couple games. He shot awful his first game.
Remember, he missed time.
Summer League.
He missed time.
Ooh.
Lonzo.
No, his first game in Summer League.
Oh yeah, he did.
Shot awful.
Mm-hmm.
Then he had the triple double, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got injured.
He won the Summer League MVP.
Yeah, he won Summer League MVP. He got injured in Summer League though. Didn't he? Or was that preseason?
Yeah, I think he got injured. It was preseason.
He missed the game.
He got injured and he injured his ankle in practice.
Yeah, okay. So then he shot bad in practice. And it was okay. Well, he had an ankle injury, so he still wasn't getting.
He didn't. He played one preseason game.
Yeah,
I believe.
so he still didn't get criticism. When he started the season off, he had that bad game. It wasn't criticism. It was like, okay, this is his first game against Patrick Beverly. Then he kept shooting. And then he had the game against Phoenix. Where it was like, this is the real Lavar Ball we're going to see. Then he just shot bad after that completely. He had one game against Milwaukee. But when you play bad for that long of a stretch, you're going to receive criticism. But and being the number 2 pick, and yes, being hyped up as he was, yes, you're going to receive more criticism.
But this is where I say his dad has a level of genius to him because no other kid coming out of college was being marketed that way. No other kid was.
I'll give him that. No other kid was being marketed that way.
Yeah, and so he's cultivated a market for himself where he's always trying to fill in of what wasn't there. So right now, what isn't there is the lack of a high school alternative for kids, or lack of a college alternative for kids that still want to make money, still want good money at that. Well, at least as if you're a top level player. But
I get what you're saying. I'll call it weird genius when it actually happens. I can sit here and say
the concept is great.
The concept is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What's the concept?
Can be stolen from him. Unless he has a patent.
Could be. It ain't patent. You could just tweak it here and there, and there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But this idea is seeming like it's wildly expensive, and I don't see how Big Baller Brand could fund that level of business without investors.
I mean, yeah, cause I don't see how Diddy right now could buy the Carolina Panthers. I mean, he has a net worth of upwards of $860 million, and he would have been by the breeder for you to run a whole league on your own.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's
conglomerate.
No way Big Baller Brand is worth that much money.
Let me read the last quote for everybody right before we go to our next topic. The logo for the league that LeVar would have would be a silhouette of his son Lonzo going to the hoop for a dunk. And this is what LeVar had to say on that. We don't need a logo of a guy dribbling, which is an obvious reference to the NBA's silhouette of Jerry West. Nobody does that anymore.
Also, can you remember? I just looked up a quote. I was trying to look up what this Baller Brand were. You remember how much LeVar wanted for his 3 sons?
How much he wanted? Oh, $1 billion?
Close.
$3 billion.
$3 billion.
Yeah.
So Big Baller Brand was worth $3 billion.
Yeah, maybe it actually is. Maybe it is. Who knows? So you gotta find $3 billion.
What were you saying about that? What do you want to talk about the last one for?
Oh, because I was just saying that's just so LeVar.
It's just stupid.
You just
say what it is. It's stupid. He has a dumb quote. But that's not LeVar. It's dumb. Nobody does it. There's literally a league that has the logo. What do you mean?
He's saying it's old, man. It's past. Times has passed on.
It's an iconic logo. Do you ever look at the logo and say, that doesn't fit the NBA?
No.
All right, then shut up. This is a dumb thought.
I think some people said Jumpman should be it, but
I mean, that's fine.
But I don't think that's just an issue with shoe companies. You can't be sponsoring a shoe company.
I would say this: G League has a silhouette of somebody dunking.
They do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can't have a Jumpman logo because that's essentially sponsoring the Jordan logo. So yeah. The NBA is known for that logo.
Yeah, so, at this point. Somebody's doing it. I mean, if you could actually make a dribbling logo, so be cool.
Second biggest sport in the NBA, in the America, and you're saying that it doesn't. Nobody does that anymore. Huh?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, the logo.
NFL has a shield.
I've never looked at the NBA logo and thought that's dull. No way, that's outdated.
I just look at it.
Yeah, it's just cool. It's cool. I mean, I still think it's cool.
Yeah. LeVar is just LeVar, man. He's just gonna do what he's gonna do. LeVar going LeVar. That's all I can say. LeVar going to LeVar. That's the best I can put it. All right, y'all. We're gonna transition to our next topic. We're gonna talk about the New England Patriots, and is it time for them to start regretting a decision they made months ago? All right, y'all. Stay tuned. It's KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, 24-hour day. When the live link disappears, refresh the page after 50 to 60 seconds. The live link disappears. KBR Sports, the best sports talk show, 24-hour day.